This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. She provides so much insight on many different levels. Certainly, she's an amazing storyteller, provides life coaching, spiritual insight, and so much more. And we're going to look at new beginnings, brand new year, lots of new things on the horizon. This year, especially impactful. And we're going to dig into that in just a couple of minutes. Janis Reed is back with us. How are you doing today?
Hi, Steve. I'm doing really well. Thanks for talking to me today.
So good to
And
have you back
Happy
with
New
us.
Year.
Happy
Thank
New
you,
Year.
Will. Always nice to be here.
So this is the year. If you look at numerology and 2026, if you add up all the numbers, it comes up to 10. You drop the 0. This is a 1 year. What does that mean?
Well, there's everything fits in the wheels like a cog. There's cycles within cycles of, the big planet is cycles so many times and the little one goes around it so many more times. And anyway, we're all based on kind of where the planets are in the heavens. There's said to be like a magnetic pull, little shifts, inclinations, we pick them up as, not necessarily, we have to do this because the moon is there, but we kind of go with that color. Anyway, there's little things we react to. And the first of the year, of course, brings us good tidings. It's supposed to be in spring, but we'll take January because there's nothing else going on. The first of the year, the first day of the first of the year of the first month. And you're right, we add them all up. 01 is January, 01 is the first, 10, 0. Anyway, it goes on. I've lost count. We change, and now we have a new beginning. This, because it's a 9-year cycle, it has to do with the pull of different planetary entities, coupled with this great, huge wave from the outer reaches of beyond stratosphere. It's kind of like the great maker's in the middle of a really good dream right now. And so all the volcanoes are erupting and people are running in the streets and being told what to do instead of being encouraged to do what they do. There's a whole lot of turmoil going on right now as people kind of get reborn. We start again. Well, starting again, you have to kind of grieve what you just lost. So these first few days of January, maybe we've been a little ticked off because we've had to, without realizing it, grieving, unaware, unconsciously of that last cycle is over. This is something starting new. I mean, I can smell it. If I think of politics, my nose gets all twitchy. There's change in the air. And it's not just in one country, it's in almost all of the countries, except some of those in the deepest parts of Africa that I don't even know exist. Most of what we call civilization is in uproar right now. And so is the planet underneath their feet. You can look that up on a site called usgs.org. It'll show you where the earthquakes are. It's a regular cycle of the planet coupled with this unexpected extra added bonus punch of this wave that's washed across us. And it's kind of like re-triggered everything back, reset to go.
Why now? What's going on, Janis? Why now?
In the very incredibly brilliant words of my big sister, because it's our turn. That's why. Sometimes when we don't understand, it's just our turn. Like I mentioned a minute ago, that there are planetary influences that we can't see, that we can't even be aware of, mentally, because maybe we don't even know those moons exist. But their pull, their influence on us comes anyway. We don't have to know their names or where they're located. But this is It's a way of accounting for the different personality changes every day we all go through all day long. Sometimes certain configurations in the planets, just like when you put a horn section together, all those horns got to resonate to something similar, something harmonizes, or it just sounds like cacophony.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we need to do that with our instruments, and our instruments are being affected by this outer influence. Does that make sense so far, even a little
It
bit?
it really does. Um,
It's better sometimes because I don't really want to look to see what's happening next. I got my own reasons,
Agreed.
but I'm curious as I can be. I just, this is better than Y2K, wondering if all the computers were going to die. This big change, as it starts to settle, and it is starting to settle, is going to just recreate our world. It will recreate the way we look at the person in the mirror. We're at, oh, there was a song a long time ago talking about the crux of the biscuit. I think it might, anyway, we're at the crux of the biscuit when it could break either way. The vibrations of this big wind, just like wind in a sail, you can see the sail vibrate when you're on a boat.
Mm-hmm.
This vibration of the wind that's kind of crossed our galaxy this time, has shimmered things, moved them around a little bit, made minor adjustments. Some of those minor adjustments lined up, and a couple of major adjustments got made. And it's just life. It's not going to kill us in and of itself. It is an adjustment, like an old house settles. I'm trying to use words we can understand. This is the heavens and all of the universes. The house is just settling. Don't be afraid.
Do you feel that there's a reason why it's happening now? It could have been 5 years ago. It could have been, 5 years from now. Why now?
Because of the occupants of this planet. For a long time, we've been fed this idea that might is right. I'm bigger than you, so I'm the answer that matters most. I'm taller, I'm richer, I'm more masculine, so I'm in charge, and everybody else is just going to have to duke it out and figure it out because nobody but me and my kind are in charge. Fix and put in, interchange whatever country anybody's from at any given way you're saying it, but the men are in charge, the military is in charge, the rules and the law, this is what we follow. Where if it were more feminine, we would have our children go to school at the best time of day for them to learn, get our business done. We would work in cooperation as units. Instead of arguing about whose country is better, we'd send each other cheesecakes and we'd prove who was better. Women in charge tend to work how to get along. Men in charge tend to work how can I be the leader? It's part of our DNA. Please don't send me hate mail. It seems to be the way we have been drawn up and raised up as boys and girls. These are how our lives go. Of course, there's lots of other ways to go. In the general gist of things, women take care of the house. The men make sure no lions attack the house. It's a give and take. This wind is coming in, and our normal shift in the wintertime is affected by this new smell in the air, this new breeze. It's something has fine-tuned our old Philco radio, and we're picking up a new station. Some
Philco. Oh my
people,
gosh, I just got a flashback. Philco radio. Whoa.
oh, those were
Whoa.
the best, weren't they?
Ah,
It's best we can try to fight the radio and try to get back that old station, or we can see where this new station takes us. I once picked up Japan, and I was in the middle of Oklahoma.
when I
It
was a
was a
kid
great.
in New York, if I could hear Canada or occasionally Texas, I was like, "Whoa, this is great! This is
Oh
great!"
yeah,
Ah,
Philco pick them up too.
mm. Where,
Great little cars.
did your radio have tubes?
Um, it was inside my little Ford Escort.
Oh, okay. In a
My
car. In
my
a car.
Maverick had it in the Maverick
The
too.
Maverick.
Ford's had Philco radios. It was the best part of the car. It really was.
Mm.
Except that I don't know. Anyway, I do digress. We're in a change right now. We're shifting. We need to be able to allow ourselves to see the world like as if we were still kids. There's a few of us grown-ups who can remember looking down at our feet and going, those are really good feet. I can walk with these feet. Watch me. And we have memories of first steps or the climbing up a ladder the first time or taking off in a swing. When we learn how to use our bodies in new ways to us without doubting that we can do it. This is the important part. We trusted ourselves as kids that nothing would kill us except maybe mom. You know, we could learn how to air surf off the bushes down the anyway. We would try things, learn new things, meet new people, more fearless than we are now as old people. But it's time to look at the world like that again. Don't just look at the flower and go, oh, that's pretty. Stop, man. Look at the flower. How many petals has it got? Is there a bee on it? What does it smell like?
I completely agree with you. And I experienced that over the summer and the fall. Uh, I'll just share real quick. I've never
Oh,
gone
please.
away by myself, never went on vacation by myself. And I made a commitment that I'm going to do that. And I went to an island. It was dirt cheap. Went to an Airbnb, like literally 50 feet from the ocean. Just wonderful. It was perfect. But again, it's so cheap. I've had a steak dinner with a beer and vegetables and fruit. It was like $9. Amazing. But I did just what you said. I didn't have any distractions. I didn't have any time constraints. Didn't have to give my time to anybody else. I'm just enjoying peace and serenity. And I started looking at flowers. And I'm like, look at that. Look at the dewdrop on that. That's art. That is just beautiful. And it was just a wonderful, just way to look at things, which we don't do now, right?
Really, really. We're in too big of a hurry.
Yeah.
That was because we were in a 9 set of year. We were trying to finish all that busy work. We had to hurry up and get finished with it because now we're in a 1 year. Now we're in a one era of new beginnings.
Hmm. How do
So
we, Janice, how do we embrace this? How do we use it to our advantage? Some could say that look what's going on around the country in politics, blah, 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 blah. Like, it's scary. How do we flip that
under the
around?
kitchen table, quick, get under the kitchen table.
Or go out to the hallway and go like this. And remember that
Oh yeah,
in
kiss it
school?
goodbye. Oh yeah,
Yeah. Uh,
the kids today, they just don't know what
they
they've
just don't know.
missed.
They don't know hearing that sound and then having to go out into the hallway or underneath a desk. Can you imagine? Can you believe that we did that when we were kids? Crazy,
Oh, oh boy, I remember.
crazy.
I remember.
Hmm.
Some
Ah,
things I don't need to be repeated, but those are the things that could be repeated. I got to share the antidote here because I know you and I will talk through this and we'll run out of time again. There is an anecdote to what is making people a little cray cray. It is to remember that as the people and the animals and the insects are pretty smug about being good. I mean, they just want to raise their families, eat their stuff, and sleep well,
yep.
just like the rest of us. We can respond to the fear of this new shift, the fear of losing all that work, 9 solid years of culminating work. And now it's just gone because now we're going to start over with this class. Pick up your number 2 pencil. We need we need things in order to feel good about the change. And one of them is to remember that we made it through young childhood. We made it through our first 5 years. We did.
Hmm.
We made it through all the years between then and now. We have survived all the chances we've had to commit Harry Carey suicide, jump off the roof, or be run over by a train. Because In our days, when we were kids, we would try these different things. We got away with more. That phone is going to ring, just let it ring. We need to be able to welcome these changes. We will create a vibration just like the guys stomping around the walls of Jericho. We can change the heavy vibrations causing harm to the planet and just people not liking each other for now. We can change that vibration of hatred and I need to be the winner and you have to be the loser. We can change that by simply responding kindly. The power in being kind is one of the strongest freebies
Yes.
we have access to. It's like free will. That's the first one, because without free will, we'd probably look at this really slick trick and we wouldn't be able to do it. But we can be kind, we can be accepting. Other people are also learning new things. They're finding out new stuff about themselves. They're seeing their families different. They're seeing a lot of things differently, and they're afraid because it's not like it was yesterday or last week. It's different. That freaks a lot of people out, just being different. To be kind and in that small way, help our neighbors, help our enemies make these changes, because we all got to do it. And it's a really great way to change an enemy into somebody that's a lifelong drinking buddy. Just reach out your voice. You don't even have to put a hand out and say, yo, this is wild. You need anybody besides me needs help.
Mhm.
If you see it, say something. But be responsible for all of the versions of yourself. I need to be responsible for all of the versions of myself, especially the better looking tall ones, because I want those to propagate. This is how we're going to make it through this great big shift. We can be responsible for the calmness of this planet, sincerely, the calm around the planet, by being calm, by sharing kindness, being calm. The planet will cool down. It will slow down. It will quit being so agitated and it will slow back down. This will calm the people down who right now, so many of them don't know if they're going to wake up dead tomorrow or not because of all the bombs going off and the volcanoes and the earthquakes and the tidal waves. And there's just so much fear, and fear adds to it. Trusting that life will happen the way it's going to happen. I mean, we're so exciting because we could wake up dead or we could wake up the winner of the big lottery. It doesn't matter if we know when we're going to die or know when we might die or when the whole world falls to pieces. Live today kindly. Be nice to ourselves. Use the good cup for coffee in the morning. Not every once in a while. Buy new socks because you can. Take care of yourself. Take care of your neighbors. Smile.
Isn't it funny
Say
when
hi.
you were a kid, because
Mm-hmm.
I feel this way, that when you were a kid and you got socks, you're like, now bring it on. Do you want to give me
Oh man, I want a pair of those Bomba socks just because I like the name of them.
they got to be good with a name like that.
They got to be good. Yeah. This is a
Hmm.
big deal. A lot of people, like, especially in my family, they go, Stuart, she's talking out of her head again. This is a normal way of adapting to change. But because of the heavy pressure of so many countries wading through changing of politics, I can't even believe our country is doing anything except supporting the founding fathers and mothers. That's my own little problem, I suppose. Change is coming. Even I'm going to have to accept it. And dang it, I'm a Cancer. I hate change.
Mm.
But to
But
welcome it and be curious about it. And like when I was a kid and my sister said, yeah, you can jump rope, do it. And I did it. I mean, I fell on my face, but I jumped that rope. When I was a kid, I believed I could do anything anybody told me I could do. As a, an adult, I've been told so many times I couldn't do, just like you and a lot of other people. We've been told, no, but you can't do that, darling, because that's against the law, or that's just not in good taste, or oh my gosh, you can't mix plaid with that. We need to just take a chance, learn new things, look at old things from new perspectives, get a new idea on how to use an old thing. Like, especially for me, that thing in the mirror, we got to figure out how to use that. It will save you your sanity. Be nice to your neighbors. It may shock them, but they will probably be nice back. It'll be such a sudden surprise for some people. We're going to change in relation to this big shift that's happening on the planet right now. One way or another, we're going to change because we're living on the planet. The planet's changing, we're changing.
Well,
We can choose, so choose to be nice.
and in that, be kind to others, of course, but also be kind to yourself. I think we forget to do that. We beat ourselves up. Look in the mirror. Most people can't even look at themselves in the mirror and say, I love you. You're actually pretty good. You're okay. Some people will cry even attempting to do that. Be kind to yourself and to others. And by the way, I do a radio show here in New York. I've been doing it for decades, like literally since I was a kid. And in the last many bunch of years, I play music, 80s and 90s, some 70s. I end every
Oh,
show with,
you'll have to have me on.
I would love to. Tell me what to play. I always say, be kind to yourself and others. That's the last thing I say every day. Be kind to yourself and others. Because we're not. We forget. We need to. We need to.
Yep, that's the biggest lesson, to be kind.
Yeah.
I can put up with a lot of stuff if you're nice about it. When you're asking me to do weird stuff that I really don't want to do, like, well, I'm not going to tell you because I hate doing them, but if you're nice about it, I'm more inclined to help you out. If you're nice about telling me to get my car out of your driveway, I'll apologize. Not only will I get it out of the way, but if you come out and yell at me because I parked my car in your driveway, I'll still move it, but we could have been friends.
Or you'll move it in your time. Yeah, 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 yeah. I get to that. Yeah. Instead of just,
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Yeah,
I got a
yeah.
space open next week. I'll fill you in.
Right. How do we find you, Janice? What's the best way? Somebody's looking for some insight. They want to connect. They need some guidance. How do they do that?
You know what? I'm because I live up in the mountains. I don't have a cell phone. I live between two big granite mountains down at the bottom where the creek is. So there's just no way to get cell service here. I do have a computer like I'm on right now. You can find me on Facebook. If you can message me there, I'm Janis Reed. I am a goddess in training. I'm a seer. I'm a storyteller. I'm an occupant of a skin on this planet.
You are
I'm
amazing.
I'm a I'm a seer. I'm a healer. I asked Great Spirit before I knew you were going to call today. So what is it that I do that's actually so helpful to people? Because sometimes I think what I'm going to do is going to be helpful, but it was something else altogether. So I just figured I'd ask from the good side, without putting any pressure on anybody.
I think
What do I do that's
the difference is you don't
tell
tell
me?
us what to do. You share with us. So you're sharing your view, but it's all very relatable. And you do it in a story where it's wonderful. Visuals. It's like it was 100, 200, 500 years ago, where that's what they did. They sat around and they told stories and their view of things and what they're seeing. And you do that. It's the lost
That's
art
what
of
I do.
storytelling, and you do it amazingly well. I've never seen anybody. This is unscripted, and
Oh gosh, yeah.
it's just
If
amazing.
following a script would be like going by a pattern and reading the directions before you start, stuff like that.
I can't do it. Like it's just people even ask me, do you plan things out when you do a podcast? No, I really don't. I just feel it. Whatever comes up, comes up.
It depends. My phone rang. There's people on my front porch behind me putting wood out for me that I should be helping them, but I'm having more fun on the phone with you.
If I was there, I'd help them
So
too.
if you wanted to get
If
hold of
you
me,
asked kindly.
yes, be nice now, play nice. Get hold of me through Facebook. I'm Janis Reed, and it'll say Goddess in Training because that's me. You can send me an email, but I don't look there very often. So I guess I'm Goddess No, just send me a Facebook, do me or Messenger, however you send your messenger out. I'm unable to text out, but I can do it on Messenger. That's the only way I can do any texting. I do live in the 17th century here in the mountains of Appalachia in the southern end. I want you to remember your happies when things start going on and you don't like how they're doing and the doctor gives you bad news or your sister says, but I need that extra money right now, honey. Do the best you can and let yourself be delighted that anybody wants anything from you, much less your last $5. Be delighted that you got up this morning and could see the color of the sky. That last night before you went to bed, maybe you got a chance to feel the night breeze, the night air on your face before you went to bed. Maybe you got to get to the bed in a bed. Find things that you can see the beauty in. Find things that give you joy because they show you beauty. The way your toenail hangs like that. I mean, anything at all will work.
It's your choice
Make it
as to what that beauty is, isn't it?
Yep. Make it your business to find some beauty every day. And if you will concentrate on that one thing, just that one thing, we will be through this weird part that we're going through right now and into the other side before you realize it. And it will be an easier glide for all of us holding our ground that we are the people.
And never forget, it's a one. It's a fresh start. Embrace it. Thank you for today. Love your insight as always, Janis. And we'll talk soon. I know it.
Oh, yeah, you'll have to have me on your show. We'll get your people to call my people. I don't know. My cat will probably answer. I don't know who will answer for you.
My dog.
Okay. That'll be great.
So
it's always a pleasure talking to you.
You too.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. We'll be right back.
This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.